Racer X Motocross Show on AllySports.com for the 250 class. Jason Wagon and David Pingree here with you. In front of us, the Geico Power Sports Honda team is packing it up. They're a happy group. Behind us, the Redbud track. Nothing left but memories, but the fans out here, they definitely were treated to a good weekend.
They sure were. Some really good racing, surprise winner, and just some great weather, great track. Redbud's always a favorite.
Yeah, this is a great way to spend 4th of July weekend, whether you're a motocross fan or just an American fan. Let's get to the highlights of the 250 class. Moto number 1 of the 250 class, Christophe Pourcel gets the whole shot. You know, that's not good news for the rest of the field.
No, you know, when he gets out front, I don't think there's many people that have been able to run him down. He is as quick as anybody when he's got a clear track in front of him.
And that team, Monster Pro Circuit Kawasaki, as always, rolling through. They had Rattray in second, Wilson in third, and no one really able to put too much pressure on those guys. In fact, really the best guys to battle them are themselves.
Yeah, it's always a big mob of green at the beginning of that start. Barsha was able to be up there early in the race. Something happened to him, though, dropped him back a bit by the end.
And the 4th green guy, Jake Weimer, we're still waiting for him to finally get things going his way. He was right there behind his teammates, and then he collides with Brock Tickle. They both go down. Trey Kennard's going to slide through there. Kennard would work his way up to 4th by the end of the moto, which would be huge by the end of the day. But up front, more domination from Team Green.
Yeah, Superman showed up for Moto 1.
Moto 2 of the 250s, another Kawasaki getting the whole shot, but it is actually not Pourcel. It's Dean Wilson. Max Anstu is right there with him. Anstu is in for a rough ride, though, because there were some fast guys up there, including Rattray, Barsha, Kennard. More great racing. This class is wide open.
That's right. You know, those young kids probably aren't used to a pack like that behind them. Usually at an amateur national, it's only a few fast guys. There was a freight train coming for those young kids.
And the man on the move is Trey Kennard. He's going to fight and get around his teammate Blake Wharton. Fight and get around his teammate Justin Barsha. They actually collided a few times. Fight his way past Rattray, and that set up Kennard to try to win the overall because Christophe Pourcel was 5th, 6th, just couldn't get going.
Yeah, I'm sure they had calculators out over there at Geico Power Sports Honda doing the math, letting him know where he was at, and he was going to do everything he could to get his first overall this summer.
So Kennard needs to get the moto win to have a shot at the overall, and he and Wilson passed each other back and forth on one lap. And then eventually Kennard squares Wilson off, knocks him off the track right before Larocco's leap to secure the moto win. Would that be enough for the overall? He grabs a 4-1. If Tyler Rattray can go 2-2, he'll beat Kennard, but Rattray goes end over end on a rough off-camber section. Wilson will take second in the moto, and that's enough. A hard-earned overall win for Trey Kennard.
It was, and Rattray, who's another title contender, had a big get-off. It was a slow over-the-bars crash. Just lots of big braking bumps coming into that turn. You're on the front brake hard, and it threw him right over.
Yeah, Rattray would drop from 3rd to 11th with that. Kennard was just pumped to win the moto. Then he found out he had the overall win. He was even happier. So congrats out to the Geico team. Langston. Do you have any technical skills or experience? I know you need work, but what can you do for us?
Oh yeah, I got a lot of experience in the industry.
Okay.
I was the 125 world champion in 2000, 2003 AMA motocross champion, 2005 East Coast Supercross champion, 2006 West Coast Supercross champion, 2007 Outdoor 450cc National Champion, and US Open Champion.
Yeah, that's great experience, but that doesn't really apply. I mean, we're a magazine, and it's in English, and I know that you probably don't speak English as your first language since you are foreign.
No, actually, I grew up speaking English.
Well, maybe alongside Afrikanese or whatever you learned growing up. I mean, again, it's an English-speaking magazine, so maybe we'll find something outside of reading and writing for you to do, okay?
Hey, Jason, here's the sandwich you ordered.
Hey, I said white bread, not wheat. Make it again, Grant.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Only plate you can handle is a number 1.
I had a good start on the first moto, and I just rode, and I rode pretty good, and then I won, and I was just the perfect race, and And then second moto, I had a bad start, and then came back like pretty good, and I was 5th behind everybody else, and they were all really good. And I was like, just try to make some pass, and maybe it's gonna happen. But I couldn't find anything like to pass anybody in front of me, and Barcia was kind of crazy in front of me and was kind of right like pretty much everywhere on the track, and it was kind of scary. And then I just slowed down and finished 5th, and I wasn't happy about me.
Yeah, the motos are really long, and I mean, the track was really rough today, really rough. Like, it was insane, and it was pretty good though. I mean, I enjoyed this track, and I'm getting used to the 35-minute motos, and you just gotta set a good pace for yourself and not ride a pace where you can't go the whole 35 minutes and drop back. And that's what I've been doing. It's just riding at a pace where I know I can finish the moto on without going back the way. So, that's what I've been doing, and it seems to be working out fine.
It's been, not only this season, but, 3 years. So to get here and to win, I was just blown away. So it feels good to get it, and, especially at Red Bud in front of all these great fans. So, man, I was just pumped. I was not too excited about my pass on Wilson, but, I really wanted to win, so at that expense. So, hopefully I didn't bum him out too bad, but that's racing. I couldn't even jump that tabletop because there was a lapper, and it actually set me up in a really good spot on the track to get him back. And I just saw an opening, and sometimes in those situations, you kind of have a fight or flight mode, and fight went in, and went for it. And unfortunately we hit. I think there's a little animosity now, but I was going for it, and I've been fighting for this win for 3 years, and these outdoors hadn't been easy for me. So I wanted to get it done, and I want to get it done today, and I was thankful that could happen.
Let's wrap this 250 show up. Trey Canard finally, after 3 years of fighting, has an overall win. So is this going to be the classic? Once you win one, the rest come a lot easier?
It's hard to say. I would have thought he would have come into this series with a head of steam after his great rides on a 450 and Supercross. Didn't quite pan out that way, but maybe now that he's got a national win under his belt, he can go out and get some more. Yeah, and Christophe Pourcel continues to be Superman on one moto, and then Clark Kent in the second. You never know with that guy. You just don't know what's going through his mind. You never, ever know with him. But, it still could be some of the health issues that he's got. There are definitely some things going on there. The fact that he comes out and does as good as he does is impressive, but quite the conundrum, that guy.
Yeah, and he's not saying that's a problem, but I know how you racer guys are. Even if it is a problem, they usually don't say it anyway.
No, hide everything.
Yes.
At all costs.
Yes, it's great for the media. We get a weekend off. We come back at Millville. Join us at allysports.com for that. He's David Pingree. I'm Jason Wygant. Thanks for watching.